game last night.
Hey!
Let's phone a friend. No. Would you like to use a lifeline?
Yes.
Who would you like to call?
You.
Congratulations to A. Loki and the entire Loki family that came out to support. I found out that people were
With just about a half season behind us, the rankings are clearer than ever, Greg. You feel confident starting to make some playoff predictions?
Oh, Kevin, it's way too early for that. Injuries, other roster shakeups. There's just still so much that could happen and totally reshape those rankings.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. Barnes can't get it to go. Here's the Clippers. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Fought extremely hard to win that game. They were exhausted, you could tell, but you could see what that win meant to them at the end of overtime.
Well, Westbrook involving his teammates is one thing, but not missing guys wide open, that helps.
Passes it to Anunoby. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Pass to Barnes. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And it's rebounded by Covington. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Westbrook kicks to George. Here's Leonard. The putback. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Anunoby passes to King. Good D by Covington.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now the pass to Barnes. Siakam left side. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Anunoby. Now Westbrook. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Detroit. George with no one around. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Well, that three-pointer's got to fire up George and the entire team.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple of monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA, and a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
That ties it up.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now here's Leonard, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Outside Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Nice jump shot. Good.
Playing with stars throughout his entire career, Russell Westbrook won himself, but he's learned how to operate without the ball.
George passes to Leonard. Right wing. King against Zubac. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
To the middle. King, that's good. And that's now 6 points for Boss.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
George finds Westbrook. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. 6 to shoot. Back to Leonard. 3-pointer. And another 3 for the Clippers.
The defense has got to try to hassle Kawhi Leonard as much as they possibly can, especially at the arc. He's too accurate.
Siakam misses. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
It's an East versus West matchup tonight. First meeting of the year between these two.
Yeah, fun to see maybe strangers because you just aren't familiar with these faces here tonight. This will be a very exciting game to watch.
LA's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. And the 3 off target.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Siakam. Yep, that one goes in there.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Now, here is George. Coming in off a 21-point game, his last outing. Pass to Leonard. Here's Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Westbrook against Van Vliet. They get it back. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
And for Westbrook, you talk about playing with the controlled intensity. And when he does that, he's unstoppable.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Plumlee, he's checked in for the Clippers. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Norman Powell's checked in for Zubac. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
Powell, no one around him, pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
Now, here's Siakam. 5 points in the game. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
It's George on the wing. He's guarded by King. Back to George. Leonard trying to break free. That's good for George on the assist by Westbrook. George has got his second bucket of the night.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's King. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Now, here's George. 6 points for him. Here's Plumlee. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Barnes left side. Pass to Siakam. And here is King. On the wing, Anunoby. And he goes in for the dunk.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Now here's Plumlee. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Stolen by Van Vliet. Ball's knocked loose. And he converts the layup. Van Vliet's got 5. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Toronto?
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal, and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Sharon Lou and I had a few minutes to share. He understands they're facing a team that can put up points in a hurry. He said they need to put forth a great effort defensively to prevent scoring runs. They can't afford to let those guys get hot and stay hot. We'll see who wins the battle of wills here tonight.
Excellent, David. Thanks. Well, considering the offensive weapons they're facing, GA, It's understandable that they're concerned.
Yeah, you don't expect to stop that offense altogether, but you hope that you can get enough stops to compete.
Well, have they prepared number one, and then can they communicate the keys in this game? Everyone needs to be on that same page.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Porter's checked in for Barnes, and Trent subbed in for Anunoby. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Highland's checked in. Now here's Powell. 9-point game his last outing. George trying to break free. Chalk up 2 there. 8 points for Mason Plumlee.
Well, for people who question some toughness and determination, Plumlee showing off that he can finish through contact and growing in both of those areas.
Powell against Trent. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. King, the pass to Van Vliet. Jacks up a 3. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. Clippers trail by 3. Outside, George. The pass to Plumlee. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Van Vliet kicks to Porter. King. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
The awareness, something people don't always talk enough about with Porter. That's a great find there.
Outside, George. 56 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Highland passes to Powell. And it's off from 3-point range.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt. I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Highland. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. From deep, George. Good on the triple. George has got 9.
That consistency from Paul George is staggering. Not a guy you can give looks like that to.
Outside, Porter. Toronto working the ball around now.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Back to King. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Toronto ahead. They're up by 4. And we'll be back right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen,
some changes. Kings checked in for Perk. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. And Anunoby subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. The Clippers also making some changes. Plumlee is checked in for Zubac. Leonard comes in for Robert Covington. And Norman Powell subbed in for Terrence Mann. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
So for the Clippers right now, they got Powell. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Plumlee. Then it's Paul George. And it's Highland in at the point. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Raptors leading by 10. King outside. Porter kicks to Anunoby. Fires it up. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
You love basketball. Couldn't miss in the first quarter. Now can't make it in the second quarter. Got to be eating at him just a bit.
Yes, that goes in. Kings got the lead up to 12 now for the Raptors.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Powell with it. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. King, right side. Pass to Anunoby. Back to King. Powell with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard's got the ball over Porter. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Kawhi Leonard.
And just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they paid a price.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And here's Leonard from three. The Clippers keep it alive. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Well, don't get surprised by that burst from Plumlee. He crashes in for the rebound, has the athleticism, and finishes with authority.
Siakam left side. On the wing, Porter. Inside, here's King. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. King's got 28.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Outside, George passes it to Highland. Outside, Leonard. Again, Leonard missing.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Good on the shot.
Oh, great ball movement there.
1:49 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Leonard. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from King. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second.
Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Otto Porter Jr. That's a 2 from Powell. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Not sure this was in the scouting report for the other team, but Plumlee doing a magnificent job scoring tonight.
King, the pass to Anunoby. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Back to King. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Pass to Pop. Leonard against Siakam. From deep. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA. Gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively.
23 seconds left in the first half. Here's VanVleet. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Paul George. 12 seconds left now here in the second. King, the pass to Anunoby. Back to King. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
A wide open look for Plumlee. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Toronto. 13 points up at the end of the period.
The Clippers, 63.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Boss has been sensational.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first 2 quarters.
Doing a great job of just setting guys up and demonstrating just how important ball movement can be.
The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Van Vliet out there with Anunoby, and it's King at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Boss in that last matchup against Cleveland was phenomenal. He finished with 49 points, and as he always seems to do, held up rebound after rebound. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Van Vliet looking around. King, the pass to Barnes. 5 to shoot. And it's good. With time running down on the shot clock. Barnes has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 16-point game. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. Fires the 3. And Paul George with the 3. George has got 18 points.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
I'm just so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement over the years. I mean, he's mastering the ability to play in attack mode.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the 3rd quarter. Outside, George. Down low, here's Zubats. That ball, nice speed that time from George. George has got 6 assists now in the game. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Raptors haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue. That's going to change soon.
Clippers trail by 15. Outside Leonard. Zubats in the post. Covered by King. Nice move. And the layup is up and in. He's got 11. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Outside Leonard. Anunoby against George. Outside Westbrook. Leonard looking around. From downtown, they get it back. Here's Zubats. And at last, they get one to fall. Zubats has got 6 here in this quarter. Toronto leading by 13. Here's King, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Outside Leonard. There's the pass to Westbrook. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Here's Zubats. Well, it was only a matter of time, and they finally get the bucket. Zubats has got 15 points. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. You know, you appreciate Zubats' focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubats, one of those big centers that's burly
and a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
Pass to Highland. Now here's Westbrook. He kicks to Powell. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Covington's shot is off. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Van Vliet passes to King. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
Westbrook's got room. The rebound by Young.
Well, with him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Powell kicks to Plumlee. Passes it to Highland. Back to Plumlee. Lays it up and banks it in. 16 points for Mason Plumlee.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Van Vliet up top. He's covered by Westbrook. Van Vliet passes to King. Plumlee with the steal. Outside Westbrook. Shoots over Van Vliet. No good. And so it's Toronto finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has...
The Clippers, 89.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Out on the wings for him, Powell and George. Plumlee out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the game. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initials, like KD, or AD, or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
That's his third personal
That free throw missing.
First team foul. At the line for Toronto.
Good on the second free throw. And here is Los Angeles now. Outside, George. Pass to Covington. To the paint. Here's Westbrook. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Powell inside. Covered by Barnes. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Zubats.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
That's good from King. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubats. Morris comes in for Robert Covington. Gordon's checked in for Norman Powell. Mann subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Outside Gordon. And there's the pass to Morris. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Brett, with the way shooting has evolved, do you think they might move the three?
Substitution on the court.
Siakam kicks to Van Vliet. Westbrook with the block.
And Russell just bringing it right now on defense.
From deep, George. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. George has got 29.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
And that one, good.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Leonard against Barnes. 5 on the clock. And it's Leonard missing. Toronto leading by 19. Pass to Anunoby. Back to King. Barnes outside. Bobbed up there for Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Toronto.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And so checking out their record tonight, they'll mark win number 32 overall.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Boss.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. There's the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Westbrook passes to Zubac. And George kicks to Westbrook. Passes to Leonard. Takes the 3. Drills it from outside.
At this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
The consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and the whole 2K Sport
Hey,